Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or how about we go with Jennifer Hudson and David Ontuga? Why? I be fucking up my brothers and sisters' name from the continent, don't I?
Yeah, that nigga ain't from the continent.
Well, his name is... Oh, I'm sure he only a generation or two removed, honey.
Okay.
Otunga? I think that's how you say his name. You say he not from the continent.
No.
We all from the continent. It just, never mind. We're not going to go there. But I just wanted to shout out to them. I know a lot of folks we've been doing have been like married couples, but they've been together for a long time. I think they're engaged. I don't think they're officially married. They have a son. And I don't know. I like their love. I ain't going to lie. I was one of them people when they first announced they was together. I said, how Jennifer Hudson going to get, what was his name on I Love New York?
Oh, shit. What was his name on Pex?
Like,
I don't know.
You said his name was Pex.
It
was something.
You
and
know.
I see that's judging the book by its cover because I said, sis, of all the Negroes in the world, you're going to name him, you're going to get with the person who was with I Love New York, who I love Tiffany Pollard, first
Punk.
of all. Punk. Oh,
His name was Punk on New York.
it's because he was acting like a punk.
I'm your punk, baby.
So I remember when Jennifer was like, I'm with Punk. I was like, what the hell? Like, come on, J Hood. And that was right around the time J Hood had her transformation. She done got on that Weight Watchers. She done got that weight up off her. And David himself, he a thick neck brother. He a thick neck brother. You know, he in that crew with the thick neck. You know, what is that called, Nero? Well, like, it happens to some black men.
Cool.
They not fat, but they get a thick neck. I will put him in that category. Busta Rhymes, Timberland, Dr. Dre. Just the neck is very thick.
Because some niggas start working out and they start
And they
working
just work
traps.
on their neck. So they have that machine that, what's his name? Floyd Mayweather. Remember we was watching Floyd Mayweather? What was that show he had on Showtime or HBO?
Yeah.
This nigga was working out his head. What was that machine?
That neck, yeah.
What was it? Does it have a name or is that just some nigga shit?
The neck machine.
He had a neck machine. So I imagine that David, Busta Rhymes, and Dr. Dre daily get on that.
Well, you know, them all
Is it them
niggas-
trap muscles? What
yeah,
is it?
it's the trap muscles.
It's like, it's so thick.
It's the trap muscles, baby. And plus, you know, well,
What?
Mayweather dude's doing that shit, so his ass won't get whiplash when niggas be punching
But
their ass in the
Mayweather's
face.
neck is not thick like that. And I would say he puts in work. So what's the difference?
Them niggas is just big as fuck. Steroids, I don't know.
But do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, it's the neck.
I know
Pull
what
up
you're
a
talking
picture.
about. I know what you're talking about, baby.
Oh. I used to like thick necks, but now I don't know.
I got the same neck. What you talking about? Okay.
But shout out to J Hood too. She had a complete transformation and she looks good. A lot of bitches was hating, saying she's gonna gain that shit back like Oprah and that white woman, but she didn't.
No.
Ha. She's still killing it, honey. Because people was hating on her. They said she looked like a bobblehead and stuff. Why that's the first thing niggas say? I remember when I started losing some weight, everybody was like, oh, you losing too much weight. Don't lose that weight. I said, I've been big my whole life. I get this weight off me. I can get more off me.
Right.
You know, black families think when you start losing weight, you got AIDS.
They think you sick.
You got cancer. They think you on drugs.
Can I tell you something?
What?
It's been a couple family members.
Shut the fuck up. What?
That didn't ask me.
Me?
That asked me near.
What they say?
You know, I have to ask you something very personal. Very, very
Family
very
or
personal.
friends?
Both.
Oh.
Very.
They done
very,
sat in
very
my house
personal.
and ate my chicken.
I got something to ask you, Nero. Is everything all right with Nyambi?
What?
I'm just saying, the last time I seen her, and now she just got so small.
Niggas is a lot. It took me 18 months it took me almost 2 years to lose this weight. Everybody act like I lost this weight in a month. It took me like 18 months
Yeah.
to get to a point where I had to look at myself like, yeah, I done lost some weight.
Well, you know, I kept telling Nyambi ass to buy new clothes because everything was just looking on her raggedy and shit.
You know me, I believe in cinching something with a belt. Especially a dress, honey.
And then summertime came. Oh, I'm just going to put on a dress.
Yeah, I just wear dresses.
Oh, my God.
Because you know dresses, you can fluctuate in a few sizes with dresses. But yeah, niggas really asked you that.
Yes.
Is it because they just didn't notice? Or the clothes? What was it?
I think it was a little bit of both. Niggas was afraid. They was afraid for you.
Oh, for what?
You know, Nyambi don't come around that often. So Once you do come around, people be like, "You okay?"
What?
They look at Naomi and say, "You know what? She done got skinny all in the face.
She got frail.
She done got frail on me."
You silly.
And they're like, "Baby, why don't you go
See,
ahead?"
that's wrong because when Niram lost a lot of weight, because y'all know Niram ran a marathon, and you lost a lot of weight quicker than I did. Like I said, y'all, it took me 18 months. That's damn near 2 years to get this weight off me, right? Mm-hmm. Niram lost 80, 90 pounds in 7 months, and no one said anything. Everyone was like, Niram looks amazing. What is he doing? Fresh face. Naomi take 2 years. Actually, ain't 2 years. I've been trying to lose weight for 30 years. It took me 30 years to lose this weight. Okay? I've been overweight since a child. I was born like 8 pounds, 10 ounces. Okay? I've been overweight since a child. I always been in 90 percentile. And I get to the point and people are like, is you sick, honey? Or people ask me like, do you still eat? I said, bitch, did you just hear me talk about the Popeyes? I just got to move my body. And I'm at this box store getting 30,000 steps a day. It won't, I got to eat a few pieces of chicken to balance that.
Naomi on that box store diet.
Yeah, that box store. The box store is saving me now because I know I already picked up a few pounds. But the box store, 30,000 steps, honey. That's 9-some pounds a day. Mm-hmm. I can eat 2-piece dark.
Make me sick.
Because I'm running it off. Now, I can't do 2-piece dark for all 3 meals, but I can have it for a meal. Mm-hmm. Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero.
I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 64.
It's 64. Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
What y'all got planned for the weekend?
It is Wednesday. We're not at the weekend. Don't try to be in the moment. Be present. Be grateful for this weekday. Be grateful for that 9-to-5 life. Be grateful for your piece of job. Be grateful for that crazy ass coworker. Be grateful for it. That's gratitude is the name of the game this week for Nyambi.
Have any of y'all niggas went to go see Tyler Perry presents Boo?
We're going to see it. We're going to go see it in the next. Oh, we're going out of town. We might have to do it. That's why I need Nia with me, because Nia believe in going to the movies while we out of town. Niram don't really like it. He won't say it to me and Nia, but when we go out of town, he does not like going to the movies. He doesn't like going to the mall. He doesn't like any of that. And those are me and Nia's favorite things to do.
Why would I go to the mall when I got one in my own town?
I need Nia. Nia supposed to be there with us this weekend.
Yeah.
So I needed him so we can go see Medea Boo and then go walk around the mall real quick. I might drag Niram, but I do want to see Medea Boo. We still might have to see that while we out.
Okay.
Because the last one, I don't know if y'all seen it. I know some of y'all got some stuff with Tyler Perry, just like I got some stuff with Spike Lee. But that Medea Boo was hilarious.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
That's actually the most I've seen Tyler Perry let his hair down. Literally and figuratively. Like, he was letting cuss words go. Like, it really did feel like a Medea moment. Because this Medea is over this, matriarchal figure in the Black community. Yeah. And, I think his earlier stage plays really touched me, like, talked to me on that. But as it got a little bit more mainstream, it got a little more...
Yeah, coonish,
a little over the top. But make your coins. Do what you got to do, right? Get that white money. But in Boo, it kind of brought it back, too. Like, oh, yeah, I could see my grandma. Yeah. Not even grandma. I can see Nyambi saying hell to the gnaw.
Well, if y'all listen to the previous episode, y'all already know how Nyambi rolls.
I don't play. I don't play with spiders, animals, and I don't play with bad weather. I don't do that. Okay?
Thank you, baby. So while y'all out there, y'all listening.
Oh, we didn't even get to that part.
We didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, now.
Be sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher.
Yes.
And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters.
Yes.
And that's Black But Okay. Mm-hmm. So back to Nyambi screaming with the spider.
Shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. It threw off our whole energy for the episode. Niram was right. I was looking around the house. Wind was blowing on my neck. I think the spider done got on me. His people coming for revenge. I don't really like it. And I'm not scared of insects. And I know spiders are in houses and stuff. But this spider was a mutant. He was from X-Men.
It was a spider.
Oh, so now he ain't big. You got the vacuum, and y'all, I got receipts. Y'all heard the vacuum in the background.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't a big spider, why did you get a vacuum? Why didn't you just get that bounty and crush it up with your hands? Because you said he was going to what? Slap that ass back.
No, I ain't say he's going to slap that ass back.
What?
But I was like, I don't want to be sure that spider was dead. So by getting in, the Viking clean sucker.
So you're saying that you could have used your hand and he would have said, fuck your paper towel and crawled on the other side of it.
Absolutely would.
And said, come on again.
I get bit by that spider. I'm going to need some anti-venom.
You giant. I got to capture him, and take him to the hospital.
Exactly, because I'm turning to Spider now.
Yeah.
Well, what you got?
Out here it'd be different buds. We talked about those. What's those? Gypsy moths.
Yep.
Jesus. They said they coming back next year.
They sure is.
Where they sleeping at? They getting ready.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway, what's going on with me? Actually, y'all, when I was telling my Backstory Chronicle, I missed the last story about Ryan. So remember I said 2 stories got me when he's saying, he thought somebody was dying, somebody done pooped in the bathroom. The second one got me. So, one of his jobs is to go around and gather like the hangers or any like merchandise that might have been left over, to keep the front lanes tidy. And as he's going in and out, usually he's very friendly. So he's not an antisocial, like he wants to engage. Mm-hmm. Actually, sometimes he's too friendly, right? So he'll be looking at people's carts and be like, oh, I got that. Or I love Oreos. Like, But most people are nice. But y'all know how y'all white brethren be. And it was some white children with no home training. So it'd be the white children who never seen brown people or never seen somebody differently. And what it was this little girl kept staring and pointing. Mm-hmm. And guess what little Ryan said?
What'd he say?
What you looking at? I said, damn.
Bitch, what you looking at?
And then the mom was like, excuse me? And then Ryan was like, she keeps staring at me. Well, you never seen me before? And then she was like, my daughter's not staring at you. And then he was like, look at her. She's staring now. And that turned that daughter what? Her mouth open and what?
Staring.
Looking. And then she gonna come to me talking about, one of your employees was very hostile to me and my daughter. I said, okay, thank you. And then Ryan, he come to me after, and he just looked at me because it looked like he was going to get in trouble. I was like, good for you, honey. Was I wrong for that?
No.
Good for you. Because people do be staring. And the thing is, I don't blame the kid, right? Because the kid don't know no better, but it's your job as the parent to step in and say something, right?
Right.
And he asked a legitimate fucking question.
Bitch, what are you looking at?
Who are you looking at? So that shows me your child has never been around nobody that's different. Right?
He's probably staring at you too.
I'm sure all the white children look at me. They either look at me in amazement and want me to pick them up, or you could tell they never been around nobody that has been less than alabaster. So, it's a different type of look though, right? So the kids who are in amazement, they want me to pick them up and play. When I think they think I'm their mammy, honey, I ain't the one. Either way. But even the ones who ain't never seen black people, when we make eye contact, what they do?
Stare.
No, they look away. Like, they be like, oh, shit.
Oh.
Like, the kids be like, shit. Like, the
shit.
kids even know, you see me too?
Oh, shit. Oh, they get shook.
Yeah, they be like, fuck.
Oh, I did that before.
They look like, oh, shit, I know I shouldn't be staring.
Oh,
like,
shit,
it's a norm,
yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. But this little girl look like, damn, I ain't never seen no one who looked like this. Like, you could tell. It's different.
Yeah.
Right? It's different. Like, they couldn't put this card attendant in the box, right? They were going through all the check boxes in their head and they couldn't do it.
And they say babies don't see color. That's a motherfucker.
Oh, that's a lie. Yeah, they understand it. I think babies aren't prejudiced necessarily against color, but I think they see the difference.
They see differences. I think they said they see differences.
I done held white babies who been my friends' white babies, and the white babies just rub on my skin. It ain't just because it's soft.
No, they rubbing on to see if that shit rub off.
Like, what the fuck is this? And they be going all of my life.
All over your body.
This? And then they lay down on my breast. They be like, what is this?
What is this?
She smell like coconuts.
I just want to lick her.
But it's different. Like, it's different from an innocent look to a judgmental look. And that child was teetering on judgmental to me, right? Innocent look is more like, the innocent one's gonna be like, hey, you come here. Like, I didn't see kids be like, you. Yeah. Come here. Let me holler at you, right? Yeah. And that usually happens. And Ryan engaged with them, and the child like, cool. Because they connect, right? Because he'll see them playing with some shit, and he be like, you like Spider-Man? I like Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man too.
And he start telling they shit, and they talking the same language now, right? But that other judge, and the thing is, I said, this is not no baby. We ain't talking about 3. Like, we're talking about a motherfucker old enough. I would say at least 7.
What?
Yeah, that's grown.
And she was
It was enough for the cartoon to get buck.
I thought the baby was like 4 or 5.
No, that's a young child. Oh. No, old enough for it to be like, for the cartoon to get buck. What the fuck is you looking at?
Bitch, what you looking at?
And he said that clear as goddamn day. Because I heard it and I pretended I didn't. You know me. Sometimes you hear something, you pretend you don't hear it. Uh-huh. That's what I did. To see where it was going to go. Uh-huh. And she just gave me and said, I said, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good for you, honey. Be your own. And I think I told him, I said, good for you. I said, you have to be your, I don't even know if you know what that means. I said, you have to be your own advocate. And we walked. I said, go get the hangers.
He went home, mama.
What?
Naomi told me I gotta be my own advocate.
Oh Lord, I hope he.
Naomi told me I gotta be my own advocate.
Oh Lord, I don't know what he told his family about us.
So from now on, you wash my clothes. I'm not doing shit.
So that's the story I had to say. I was proud of him though. I was proud that he stood his ground and said something. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to say anything. So I was proud of him. Also, y'all could probably hear it in my voice. I'm getting a little sick. I don't know how I got sick. It's because we about to do something.
Yeah.
Every time we about to rip and run, going not on vacation, but like leave the state, do something, right? Something where I need to be at peak condition.
Yeah.
I get sick. I ain't get sick on them 10 days. None of that. And mind you, at the start where I'm working with money constantly, right? My immune system should be a steel wall.
Nice and strong.
It should be a steel wall, but it ain't. Because we got some fun stuff coming up. So this Thursday, we actually got tickets to a talk show. I don't even know when I applied for it. Especially, we're going to see the Wendy Williams show.
I don't know when you applied for it. I just know I got the email.
They just sent me the email, and I was like, yeah, I'll be there, honey. Maybe I should submit to them because they asked, you got anything you want to highlight? I'm like, we got a podcast. Can we highlight that?
Exactly.
Wendy be like, no, ma'am.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing?
We like to have you and Kevin on the Black Love Matter show. So y'all can talk about y'all matters in Black Love.
Be careful.
What? I want to talk to them about marriage.
She got a lot of the stuff that matters.
I know.
And not even just the current shit. Like, I know that it's the rumors that her husband did, but that ain't no new shit. Like, that shit that's been on for years. But, like, she used to be on that shit. Then she wasn't on the shit. Then, like, they got a good book, honey.
Yeah.
And I think that's what she's saving it for.
I want them to talk about their matters on the Black Love.
Actually, I feel like I already know what Wendy gonna say. I want to know what her husband got to say. Because I ain't heard that nigga say 3 words. I don't even know what he sound like. All I know is he big and black and from Brooklyn. I mean, that's how she described it. I'm not making.
Yeah, barely know what his ass look like. Actually,
why you about to? I done told you what he looked like.
Big and black and from Brooklyn.
Now, see, pull it up. And from the hood, Brooklyn, from the old school Brooklyn.
Oh.
So we're doing that, and then after that, I'll be actually in Atlanta for a conference too. So this should be good. And I'll check in with y'all about that. I'm a little. I don't know. I'm having a little something about doing it. So this conference is more so on the work that I used to do. And y'all know I done took a step back from that. And, I'm at the point of kind of defining who Nyambi is, what I stand for, my personal and professional ethics, and really being clear into that. So it's not that I'm nervous of going in public and doing that type of speaking. I think it took me so long to kind of get out that box. And being comfortable and confident to say that's not what I do anymore, to get back in it. We say it hurts so good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it hurts so good, and if it's something that's easy, and I'm on a journey, and I just hope this ain't my, academia be my pusher. This is my drug.
That's your pusher, man?
Yeah, academia and the intellectual conversation and the dialogue, that's my pusher, and I'm learning to say no. But we'll see, Niram. Also, lastly, Niram, I want to give a shout out to you, Niram. Do you know I was going to do this?
No, I didn't.
So we were at Niram's event. I'm sure he's going to talk to you about in his update. But it was Niram always find a group of people who just love to talk too much. And I'd be like, Jesus, it's time to go home. But they were asking Niram about, like, his background and what he did. And they were asking him all these questions about, like, tech and website and social media and development. And I just had to sit back and look at them. Ladies and gentlemen, when your partner be on they shit and you can't do nothing but sit back and look and cross your legs. I said, is that my man? He was talking Google and analytics and shit I ain't know about, but he just did it so confidently. That's sexy. It's something sexy about someone who knows and is very passionate about what they do and able to convey that to a variety of audiences. So these folks were more lay folks. They understand, but the way he broke it down and explained it, he did it so clear and concise, but still kept a professional tone that he could flip and go talk to some professors one day and then flip and go talk to corporate one day. It's just something sexy about that. I said, look at my man. And ladies and gentlemen, can y'all speak to that? Have y'all ever been to an event with your partner or your spouse and you be like, damn, that's me.
Oh, baby.
Look at me because you're a reflection of me. Oh, that's the lead. Oh. It is Scorpio season. I'm sorry. That's that Scorpio moon. I'm sorry. That Scorpio moon jumped on me. All the Scorpios, the Scorpios, I don't even want to be shady to the Scorpios, but y'all know how y'all be. Scorpios be so into themselves, honey, that they think the world will revolve around them. It'd be like, bro, sis, cuz come out of the mirror.
I look at him and I see me.
That's a very Scorpio statement. It's the Scorpio moon.
Okay.
Is it the moon? Scorpio moon or Libra moon? I need to double check. Both of them crazy, honey. But both of them kind of line with that. Yeah, you look at yourself and to make you proud. I mean, but that's what your partner supposed to do. You look at when I seen Niram doing his thing, it made me like say, all right, now, Yambi, bot store is cute. You're going through the shit you're going through, but what is your next move? Like, time is moving on. Get on yourself. Like, you inspired me. You inspired me to want to have a passionate conversation, an intellectual dialogue about something that I love and I'm passionate about. And I'm not able to do that at the bot store, right? And when I try to do that, I kind of get the blank stares. Because, we got this one slow girl that want to be a manager. And I was like, she need development we can't give her. She don't know the difference between intention and impact. They looked at me like, what?
What?
I said,
Attention.
Intention and impact. Them two different
Attention?
things. Intention. Oh. Intentions and impact. So she doesn't know, like, she'll do some shit and have no thoughtfulness to it. And by having no thoughtfulness, she just doesn't know the everlasting effects of it.
Gotcha.
For example, the dump. Nope. I'll save it for Friday.
Okay.
But off task. That's that Scorpio getting to me.
Oh, okay.
Scorpios. Shout out to all the Scorpios. Scorpios always get this reputation for being like sexually,
Yeah, that's what be freaks or something like that.
Yeah, that's just because they be alone masturbating all day. Scorpios really be in the house. Like, to the point where it's like, Jesus, there are people around you. No. Why? Am I lying?
I don't have Scorpio friends, so I really can't tell you.
Yeah, Scorpio friends. They like always trying to be mysterious, but it's like mysterious about what?
Masturbating.
That's all y'all Scorpios doing. Ain't nothing sexually fancy about it. They good at it because they by themselves all the time masturbating. Hell, I'd be good at it too. If I had a whole shift.
Scorpio.
Oh, shout out to Scorpio season. Okay, come on there.
So to talk about this event, so y'all know I was telling y'all I got this job at this tech company, and one of the things I do is put on events for users, for their users, as well as like run their social media campaigns and like all this other stuff. So I had my first event. I had like 30 people RSVP, 22 was there.
That was amazing.
So that was cool.
I feel like it was more than that, but it was great.
I had my balloons.
And coming from a program planner, usually when people RSVP, you lose 50%.
Exactly,
off top.
You do. So I was expecting maybe about 10 to 15 people, but 20 people came. I got, they was coming for that food. They was coming for that food. Niggas love free food. So that was a good event. Talking and mingling with the different users of this app, and it was cool. I thought it was cool. Talking with people and just shooting shit. One thing I do know is that I need to figure out how to incorporate more black people in this, like more people of color.
Yeah, it ain't enough people of color at all.
But I also think about like the population who use that app, and like
use it.
But that's the thing though. Like people use the app and like the search for like different food and things of that sort. But you're not engaging. Like you're not signing up. You're not leaving reviews. You're not doing any of that. Like you looking to see, all right, what's a good restaurant in Atlanta? Yeah. But you're not leaving no reviews about that. So like the engaged people are like the white folk and things of that sort. And it was cool. I don't mind. I put on my little, put on my hat and I, do a little code switch. But sometimes I just want some niggas there. Yeah. Because I know, Naam, you ain't going to be at every event. I don't expect you to be at every event.
I'm going to go to the first few, though.
Unless there's a couple restaurants. I know there's a couple restaurants that I got on the list that you like. You know what?
I'm a foodie, so I like all of them.
So, doing that. What else? I got jobs like I'm Jamaican.
Hey, working
so, job number 2.
To 10 again.
Job number 2. It's going good. It's my first couple of days there. And it's the job I told them, like, well, y'all not paying me what I want, so I got to work at home. So, it's going good, and it's a shit show, more or less. So they got like 3 arms to the business, and with that is 3 separate websites, 3 separate like Facebook accounts, 3 separate Twitter accounts, 3 separate Instagram accounts, 3 separate everything. Bless you.
Thank you.
And I need to go through and like basically scratch and burn everything. from their websites. They got websites that are not user friendly. They're super old. It's just a lot going on. And that's the thing. Like everybody, I think there's some things that people think they can do, even they can do. Like for example, like people think they can be like they can provide people with information on like how to lose weight, even though they as big as hell.
Oh.
Or for example, people think they can like give advice on like social media, even though they ask,
Got
only
3 followers.
yeah,
Nyambi. That'd be like Nyambi be like, sign up, y'all.
even though they ask only using it to see they pictures of their grandkids.
Come on.
Well, I think it should be like this, Nerum, and I was like, well, that's not the way. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Or Nerum, I hope you're going to change the color of the website because that color is just odd, godful. And I'm looking at them like, well, I'm not changing shit.
No.
Because your business cards, all the papers, everything
It's a brand.
falls within this brand standard, and that's what it not. This is changing the website to blue and green does not match the brand standard of everything else you got going on. And they like
sound good, y'all. Oh my God, tell me more about the brand standard. No, I'm just joking.
And I'm like, and then they look at me like, ooh, brand standard.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
That's why you have to let people. If everyone just stays in their lane,
Stay in
I've
your
learned that at
fucking
all jobs,
lane.
from working in higher ed, making decent coin, to working at the box store, scraping coins together. If everyone just stayed in their lane and was great at their lane, we all would be machines and we all would be happy.
Yeah.
We'll be happy. The work will get done. It'll be less stress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So doing that shit, I see where it's gonna be some problematic ass people at, because like the presidency, let alone like this business is relatively small. It's about 10 people on the staff, including me. So they're a very small startup. They doing all this other stuff, and they just need some help. And then you just got some people on there that just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I just look at them like, you're not the one getting the master's in digital media and design, son.
Come on.
And then like, what? Or Nerum, I think you should just change the way this looks and things of that sort. And I said, Bobby, look, that's fine and all. However, I've already talked to the president, and he's gonna give me some funds so I can do some user testing.
Bye.
User testing? What's that?
Exactly. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your motherfucking lane.
Yeah.
So just doing that, that's more or less what has accomplished, filled up my past couple of days, doing the event for for job number 2, and then working on this website. So now I got 3 websites I need to build.
Hey.
3 websites I need to build, and a marketing plan for
and
3
3
sip
websites
games.
to go with your portfolio.
Yeah,
that's how you
absolutely.
Think about it for when you move forward, because the goal is to eventually
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
your own.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Have your own tech company.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got a Black Love Story?
Of course, it's Wednesday. So as always, to submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. And we'll be sure to shout you out. We have a very special love story today. It comes from Crystal Sims and Sean Daltrey. So we'll go ahead and ask the questions back and forth and go from there. Right. So the first question, as always, is how long have you and your spouse been together and or married? And the answer is 3 years.
Okay.
Next, we asked, how did they meet? So it started off with Sean saying, I moved to Arizona on a whim. I've always wanted to move to the state, but the time became right when I ended a previous relationship in Ohio. This is my type of nigga. He said, I had to get the fuck on from the relationship. He ain't just break up. He left the damn time zone. he said, we ain't on the same time zone. Mm-mm. And low-key, I always love Arizona, too. We have a good friend who lives out, like family lives in Arizona. I've only visited, like, Scottsdale and that area maybe about 15 years ago. And it was just beautiful. Like, I do remember Arizona being beautiful. But the way they treat them immigrants, I don't know. But I heard it's a decent place to go for that retirement.
Mm-hmm. That dry heat. That's good for arthritis.
I think Nerum would just like having rocks in his front yard and not grass.
Hell yeah.
Nerum hate
absolutely.
Nerum hate cutting the grass.
Yes, I do.
And I am old school, and I believe in a man cutting the grass. I believe in a man cutting the grass and taking out the trash. I believe in it. But I'm a good woman, so on the counter side, I'll bring you a glass of lemonade. That's where Nayan become very conservative.
Baby, I thought we was trying to get away from these gender norms.
I agree. We are. But when that's when we're talking about our expectation negotiation. Nyambi don't like cutting grass. I can cut a grass, but I do not like cutting grass. I don't like shoveling snow. I don't like taking trash out.
All right, what Sean was talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Anywho, he said, my children from that relationship were grown. I felt like this was my time to do what I wanted to do. I moved, mind you, not to find a relationship. That's how it always go. I had a long and hard one. He said like he doing time.
Shoot,
But to
Fresh
really,
did.
he said he did. But to really do something that I always wanted to do, it just so happens that in realizing my vision, a woman caught my eye. She's the best, and we've been together ever since.
Hey.
See, that's how it come. Love always come, or the one always come when you least expecting it. Because it looks like Sean was like, I'm just here to be great.
I just want to live life.
I just want to do Oprah Super Soul Sundays.
Get up in this dry heat. I ain't got to cut no grass because I got rocks.
His kids grown, honey, okay? Mm-hmm. His kids is grown.
So now he got a little extra change.
He got extra change. He got 5-10 years for them grandkids come along, right? You know, it's a little sweet spot for the grandkids come along, right? So he just living his damn best life,
living his best life.
And then here comes this. Next it says, when did each of you know that your partner was the one? He says, I knew she was the one from the start. I saw her potential. She didn't have anyone to tell her that she was great. She didn't have anyone to tell her she was great. When I saw how great she was, I told her. I helped her to get a routine. I helped her to accomplish things. She then took off. She didn't need much, but what she did need was someone to recognize that she was something special. It really didn't take much from me because she is someone special. She went from a nothing job, no forward mobility, to really doing well. It's really about her and not me, though. She's always had it in her. She just needed it to be shown that she can do anything, and she can. See, this is the difference. We talked about this, about mirroring people's reality and not their potential. I think when people talk about potential, this is what you're talking about, right? But it's really the reality. So he's seen in her that she was
already great. She was already great.
You see the difference, y'all?
Yeah.
But y'all getting with these sorry, nothing ass niggas and bitches who ain't.
They ain't great.
They're not. They have great penis. Great coochie.
Yeah. Great mouth.
Great mouth. Great game, right? But the other stuff, it got to be natural. Like that X Factor shit.
Yeah.
That's the difference, right? And he said, look, it ain't take much. It ain't saying like they've been together, 3 years?
Yeah.
So in them 3 years, they went from 0 to 100. A lot of y'all bitches been with people for over 10 plus a decade. A decade.
Woof.
And they still in the what? If you with someone and you're in the same spot you were a decade ago now, run.
Yikes.
Don't tell anyone run in the middle of the night. You remember we talked about this, like the Lifetime movie.
Not in the depths.
Don't tell anyone. Just leave.
Just leave.
Because they ain't gonna let you get away easy, honey. Could you imagine? Nero, could you imagine being in the same place we were 10 years ago? Could you imagine?
Hell no.
Even with all the stuff going on and all the emotions we went through this year, I'm still not in the same place I was 10 years ago.
Nope.
What year was that?
2007?
So we still be an undergrad? We still got friends there, yeah.
Yikes.
We still got friends who started the journey, right? Who ain't completed. And not saying that getting a degree is the completion, but haven't transitioned, haven't turned the page, haven't went to a different chapter.
Having growth.
Upward growth, mobility.
Yes.
Could you imagine?
You know what?
Doing the same shit. Oh,
even just sideways, just movement.
Oh.
Even if it's sideways.
You say movement.
Yeah.
What does sideways movement? What does lateral movement look like to you?
Lateral movement.
What do you mean? Yeah.
You know, that's like leaving one job for another.
Oh, so you saying they just gotta go to another school?
You know,
just bounce.
You transfer to a different school.
I know people like that too. I'm like, how many schools you gonna go to?
You know, it's movement. We didn't say how good it was.
Shut up. Are you reading the next part or I'm reading all of this?
What's the key to your success in a relationship? I let her be who she is.
Yes.
I do not stifle it. We have a transparent relationship. Our finances are an open book for one another, as it should be.
I don't know why y'all think y'all had these relationships and y'all don't share. Like, you know, if you don't have the same bank account, fine. But they need to have access to your account. They need to know how much money you're bringing in and how much money that's going out. I have no idea why y'all think y'all got Jay-Z and Beyonce accounts where y'all don't have to combine incomes. How do you do that?
I don't know.
Like, so you got to go to your partner and be like, well, you know, rent, can I have $20? Like, how did this work? So how did this?
I know couples like that.
What? How'd that go?
I don't know how that shit work. We don't know how much your partner got.
At all.
Not even the guesstimation.
Really?
Do you know the bill's going to be paid or not?
Hell no.
And if they, well, I just let Bobby take care of the bills.
Hell no. I want confirmation numbers. What? What? You know, when you pay it online.
I'm
gonna be able to log in to see the confirmation number.
Naomi said she want confirmation numbers.
Yes, you should be able to see all that.
So I'm gonna read that again.
Yeah.
Our finances are open books for one another, as it should be. We are partners. I do not spend money without checking with her, and she does not spend money without checking in with me.
Yeah.
We are not talking about coffee or costly decisions or
Starbucks. What?
I didn't jump synthesis. My bad, y'all.
Okay, baby.
We are not talking about coffee or something, or Starbucks or something. We can see that our banks, we can see that on our bank statements. We are talking about those costly decisions. However, when we first started, we even discussed it, the minute expenses. Mm-hmm. Not so much now, but I have to check. I have a check on the table. Philosophy that I inherit from my parents, and if you aren't going to do something wrong, then you have to do. You ain't got nothing to hide, and vice versa. It has made us able to grow and establish better things for our daughter, who will be 2 in a few days. Happy birthday,
little one!
Happy birthday!
But it is sometimes you got to do it because, and I agree. In the beginning, you have to do more of the minute expenses because some people have habits.
Yeah.
Like, if you're saving for a house or you're saving to pay off something, sis, you can't have a caramel macchiato every day that's $5. That add the fuck up. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have it twice a week. Mm-hmm. If you have stuff like that. Or if you got a shopping problem. So if you go shop, you can't go shopping every day. You might can go once a week, every 2 weeks, and then as your relationship grows, right? Mm-hmm. It then balances off. So you know how much comes in, the expectation, and you don't have to share that type of stuff.
$5 a day is almost $2,000.
Oh, I know. I know about disposable income, honey. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You gonna read the next one?
Sure. It says, what advice would you give young married couples? He says, be transparent. For one, it is honest. Morality goes a long way in the avenue of trust, which is essentially in any relationship. In addition, transparency keeps you out of trouble. Everyone has faults. I myself have always had an eye for the opposite sex. It is not, it is a fault of mine. Everyone has them. Be it gambling, drinking, something. Everyone has their faults. Transparency with your mate keeps you and them honest. If your mate can't be transparent with you, why not? Also, love is a part of transparency. Love is a free gift to your mate. Not giving it, withholding it is a recipe for disaster. Love your mate and your children, even if you think they don't love you enough back, because it is your responsibility to love those that love you. It is their responsibility to love you in return. Unreturned love is never wasted. It is just an indicator that you must do something different. Lastly, do not let outsiders interfere. You and your partner make a sound and wise plan. See it to the end. There are many who would interfere because they do not understand what you have. Love is not a sensible action. It makes people go beyond wisdom, even forsaking their own well-being to protect that bond. Most will not understand the level of thinking. If you do not have a legitimate doubt, do not let someone sow the seed of doubt within you. Misery loves company.
He dropped all types of jewels in this bitch.
Didn't he?
Protect your relationship. Mm-hmm. Be transparent. If you can't be you can't even get it out. If you can't be transparent, why not?
Yeah.
Shit, love unconditionally.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like you ain't getting that shit in return.
See, now if you're a Libra or Scorpio, they don't believe in that.
What they believe in?
The opposite.
Oh.
I'm teasing y'all. What?
Sorry, not sorry.
But it is. Yeah. But that is true. I think the idea of doubt and transparency, and I think I'm gonna have to add that to my love philosophy. This idea of being transparent. Mm-hmm. The more and more I get deeper in that 4 agreements about being impeccable with your word and transparent with your communication, that is the key to it. Because even I think about it on the opposite side. So, say if you're in a relationship and you're so frustrated with your partner, you just stop engaging with them. That's a lack of transparency. Mm-hmm. You're not being transparent in how you're feeling, and that then brings to what Sean said. Well, why not?
Right now,
that's the indicator of a problem, mm-hmm. and that's your behavior. You can change your behavior, right?
Yeah.
You want to read the last one, Jeremy? You want me to?
I can go ahead and read it. Anything else you want to tell us about your love story? Well, I was done with trying to be with someone when I found someone. I was done with relationships when I found the relationship. I was done with kids till I had my daughter. I was done. I was all about doing me, but she came. The plan just came to me to make our lives something. When I moved here, I stayed at the YMCA because I didn't have a job lined up, and that's where I met her. She was at the YMCA because she had lost her job and felt like a failure in life.
Pause. Started from the fucking bottom. Now we here.
I got another thing.
Wait, what?
I got.
Y'all thought Nayan was gonna let that slide by? Pause, Sean. What? You know, this relationship is anointed by the Lord because I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
So he was in the exact place he was supposed to be at the right time, and he was being obedient to whoever his maker was. Could you imagine you trying to figure out what your next move gonna be? I'm assuming he done left, a job, being comfortable to step out and
On
be
faith.
him, right? And then find this. Y'all better come on. We weren't ready for this in Scorpio season. We weren't ready for that. That's too heavy. That's too much. What? That ain't touch you.
It touched me, but I didn't know you was gonna go to the Scorpio season.
Because Scorpio season is really about self, honey. That's it. Self, pleasure, wellness, self, doubt, all of it.
Also,
Depression, all of it.
Shit. My other thing is shit. When you ain't got nothing else, you need to work on yourself.
Hey.
So you need to be running. You need to be exercising.
Bare bones.
You need to be
living in the YMCA.
Working out. Working on
and they
yourself.
started from there.
The bottom.
And I'm assuming, I'm sorry, I'm not filling in your story. Done got each other together, done lifted each other up. Both of them found jobs. Both of them found houses. Done had a beautiful brown baby.
Yeah.
And I seen the picture of them. They got clear skin. Jesus. Clear skin looking good. Y'all gonna see the picture. We gonna post it.
Them niggas' skin is kind of clear though.
Come on. I ain't lying.
I know.
Need for Naomi to lie.
And Naomi ain't lying. They skin is clear.
But what you think? What you think about that?
It's nice and radiant.
And some people can't even last an anniversary. And they was in a shelter together and found love. And some people live in houses together, paid for, can't find no love.
Jesus.
That's a word in itself.
Lord.
Go ahead, finish now. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a word.
You made me forget where I was at. Oh, she was at the YMCA because she lost her job and felt like a failure, which I knew was greatly was greatly a misconstrued view of who she was.
I need to write a book.
I had a plan. I met her, and I changed that plan because I wanted her to come with me, and for us to thrill, for us to thrive together.
He said he had a plan, and he changed that plan for who?
Her.
And a lot of you negresses and Negroes is, I can't.
Eat a mint, baby.
I know.
Eat a mint. Calm down.
Because this is a word.
It is a word.
Prototype. Here, this Negro's a prototype. He a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I had a plan. I met her, and I changed that plan because I wanted her to come with me and for us to thrive together. And thrived, we'd have.
What?
Our daughter is strong.
Yes.
We have a happy home.
See?
We together made it based upon trust and transparency. We tell each other the truth. We grow. We do not control one another. We grow more. We love one another. And now our little girl, who's about to be 2 in a couple days, happy birthday. And we grow some more, like dandelions. This is a place that we have come in 3 years' time. Truth, transparency, love. If you have your own agenda, then your relationship would never be completely successful because it is all
about the Scorpio season.
About you. Your relationships take two people who are willingly make sacrifices for each other. There is no room for you in this equation. You have to trust your mate to take care of you because that is their job.
You have to trust them to do it.
You must do your job and put them first. And if you have the inclination that that the one that you is not up to the task, then don't accept them.
Come on.
If it sounds like something unrealistic, well, I can tell you it worked for us. And it's all about choices, y'all.
Come on. Come on.
Shout out to y'all. We got to bring their asses on.
I want them on. I want to know this story.
I want to know more.
Because I know I'm Nyambi. And if Nero would have found me in the show, I'd be like, I'm reading the Bible. I would have been a hard catch in the YMCA.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that each other was, but something happened and those walls broke down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And they did that in 3 years.
In 3 years.
And some of y'all niggas been with people for decades. And you still in the same spot. And they made this much growth in 3 years.
3 years time.
Wow. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. That's black love at its fucking
That
greatest.
Is black love. Yeah, man. That didn't give you inspiration. Go hug your partner. I know you was mad at him. Let him out the doghouse.
Let him out the doghouse after hearing this story, right?
Yeah, just for tonight.
Put them back in the morning, though. Because they ain't shit.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Yeah, but thank you. We got some pillow talk now.
Yeah, we got some pillow talk. Why don't you go ahead and start it off?
So let's start off with Gabby Union. So Gabrielle Union was on Sway in the Morning. And it was this talk about sexual...
Reciprocity?
What?
Reciprocity. Bro, you fucked it up. Fucking around with you. I
don't get it. What is it?
Reciprocity.
What?
Reciprocity. That's what it is. Reciprocity.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
Well, I don't see you doing it.
Because I know my life.
What
did we just talk about standing legs? Sexual exchanges.
No, that's not the same. Reciprocity.
Anyway, so it's this idea, if I do this to you, then you do that to me. So if I go down on you, you go down on me. And somehow this led to eating a booty conversation. And, I think this led to more of her like, oh, so do you eat Dwayne Wade booty because he be eating your booty? That's where it went. Yeah. That's not necessarily where I want to go right now.
Okay, where do you want to go with?
I want to talk about this idea of, sexual favors for each other. And when you're in a relationship, how does that work? Do you think if I do this for you, you have to do that for me, or it doesn't work that way?
I feel like in relationships, it's always some type of...
Wait, before I acknowledge anything, folks was getting real immature. That's how I know it was some young children who was talking about that eat the booty conversation. That ain't for Nyambi, but if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing right, mistakes happen. And tongues linger and slide and glide to places. No. So that's just grown folks talk. But because everybody was all up in arms about this.
Well, she eat the booty. That's cool.
I don't even think it's more the girl. I think it was more the guys that's more confident to say it. I think straight men don't talk about eating booty a lot. I got a story, but I don't know if I should say it.
Oh.
Not for me.
Oh.
I remember being back home in Detroit. It was outside on the neighborhood, and there was some dudes on the corner was talking about, I guess, got with some girl or something. And then they somehow eating the booty came up. They was like, no, I ain't eating the booty. That's gay, blah, blah. And the other guy was like, that ain't gay. I do it. And all the boys just looked at him.
Like, what?
And he was like, I just do it.
Yeah.
And he just walked away. Like, it was just like, reading Rainbow moment. The more you know. It was like this. It was like the rainbow came over, and he just walked away.
And he's like,
and it like changed all those men's life forever. Like,
nigga, that ain't gay. I need the booty. What? And everybody's like, what? And
like, the more you know, and it's like the rainbow walked away. I was like, first of all, why y'all having this conversation at noon?
That's the hood talk
on the corner. But I remember saying that. I was like, he talking that grown shit. Shit happens. I think the bigger conversation, not eating about the booty, it's about the preparation for the eating for the booty. Now, okay? Now, that's a whole episode. I don't know if we need to talk about, not this episode, if y'all would like us to talk about hygiene.
Send us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com.
Sexual encounters and preparations. There is preparations. Don't let Issa and being Mary Jane Paul in these movies fool you. You just don't come from 8 hours at a bot store
and think you're going to get your booty licked.
Don't do that.
Your ass been walking around, ass wet, and
just
coochie
creating
sweating.
Fires. Just
all
marinating.
Bacteria running around. You done farted and shit. Yeah, you probably even took a poop.
And I think that's something that's not put on the front street as much, right? So I think when you think about the movies and stuff, it's just like, oh, you have this great evening, and then you're whisked away, and then you have this escapade. I don't know about you ladies. I got spanked, so like it's a lot of things going on. And I just need about 15 minutes. Like, just let me get right.
Take a shower or something.
Did you say take a shower?
Throw some water on your poon.
Oh my grandma, throw some water. Throw three drops of water on you. You only got 3 drops of water on you. So I think that's maybe even that's not this episode, but a separate episode of the unsexy part about getting sexy, right? Because it's different things you have to do before and after.
Yeah.
To make sure you and your partner are comfortable and it's an enjoyable experience. Because I have friends who have told me horror stories that I've hit the ground.
Oh,
that
I have a friend, and they was talking about lip balls on the dude.
We already done went there. That's a PG one. I got some ones that'll be like, ma'am, you're too grown for this. Okay, I'm talking about being with dudes, draws coming down, and it's just like it's been just a road race up and down his jaw.
Is your living in vain?
Just busting Ulies.
Okay.
Just busting them.
I forgot what the question was. It was about
sexual
reciprocity.
What is it?
Reciprocity.
Yeah, sure.
What about it?
So, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think should it be this tit for tat? That's what it is. So,
I don't know if it's tit for tat.
It is a tit for tat.
No, let me
ahead.
finish. I don't think it's tit for tat, but I think in a relationship there's always going to be like give and take.
Okay.
And I don't think it's like tit for tat, especially if you're trying to like spice up the relationship and keep things spicy. Yeah. You know, a partner will try to come and say, you know, I would like to try this.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to be like, all right, well, this partner always bringing something. Maybe I want to try something.
Yeah.
And I think it's back and forth. But hell, if your partner, the adventurous one, your ass is sitting down like, well, he ain't doing that now. I want to do it. Well, shit. Did you bring it up?
Oh, closed mouth don't get fed.
Closed mouth don't get fed. Yeah.
So, okay, well, mine's more explicit. So, if you're in a relationship and a girl, you go down on the girl, is your expectation that she's going to suck your dick? That's what I mean by this. Is that the expectation? So near I'm talking about, see, you got to keep it, you got to put it in perspective. Mm-hmm. We've been together a long time. So here I'm talking about some OG shit. So when you want to just try new shit to keep it spicy, we ain't talking about spicy. We talking about you in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. How long?
This long? You know, we going to give it a year.
Okay.
We'll do the year. We still do the early newlywed era. And you give someone head.
Yeah.
Do you expect that? And you're not married or anything.
No,
we're not talking about marriage.
Okay.
I think marriage is a different commitment you make, right? Mm-hmm. You're dating.
Yep.
Exclusive. We'll even go exclusive.
Yep.
You give that girl or guy head.
Yep.
What is the expect? Do you expect that they give you head?
It depends on if you like head. Nerum.
Nerum is so PC. So when do you have the head conversation?
I'm gonna say, well, I think that should come up.
Okay.
You like giving head? Do you give head?
Stop.
Do you give head?
You've never asked me. What? First of all, you never asked me that, so don't be trying to front on these people.
Okay, Naomi, do you like giving head?
In what context do you bring up? Do you like giving head?
Hell, when you talking.
Him is a lie.
Yeah, when you talking, you know, you had that sex talk.
What's the sex talk?
You know, I mean, when the last time you been tested?
What they say, them bodies. How many bodies you got? How many bodies?
When the last time your ass been tested?
You niggas, the thing is, I don't give a fuck about the number of bodies on you. I give a fuck about that test.
Because
you only need one body to take you under.
When the last time you been tested? Do you like giving head?
Shut up.
But yeah, I feel like this.
Why do you feel like
I like to receive head, so even if I don't give you head, I'm going to ask for it anyway.
How do you ask for it? Do you ask for it or do you gently move their head like a bobble, like a buoy?
The first time, if it's the first time, I'm going to ask.
Okay, so set the scene.
All right.
So you do what you need to do, right?
We kissing, we loving and hugging. Yeah.
You done. Is amazing. Climaxes occur. Then what do? What's your next move?
Oh, it's not going to be climaxes occur. I'm just going, baby, going to give me some head? What's up?
Oh, so after the person has climaxed, then you're going to ask them?
No, before.
What the fuck? Oh, wow. You don't want to do that tonight. Wait, so you're going to get the person right to the edge? What's it called? You got them edging?
Yeah, like at their ass edging. And I'm like, you going to give me some head?
What?
And they were like, they're going to just be so compromised. They be like,
Yes.
And then they come, and then what? What's up?
I don't think I like that.
Oh, okay.
Near, I'm not playing.
What are your thoughts then? Since I'm not playing,
You talking about? So your thoughts is what is your? You didn't even answer the question.
my thoughts is I like to receive head, so I'm gonna ask for it regardless. Regardless if I'm giving them.
So you said if
not.
they don't want it or not, that's
Right.
just a non-negotiable. Okay.
I'm asking for it. I'm asking for head, regardless if I'm going down on them or not.
Yeah.
Me asking for head is going to happen.
Period.
Period.
Yeah.
Because I like to receive it.
Okay.
So, but if it was like, relationship, I go down on her, and then I'm like, all right, so what's up?
Yeah.
No, I'm already asking for it. You can already know. You gonna already know. Niram likes to get head, so you can either get him after he gets you. We can do it at the same time.
Oh Lord.
So we can get it together.
Oh.
Or you can do me first, and then I do you.
Oh, okay.
But somewhere in there, I'm asking for head.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they gonna know up front.
Gotcha.
You?
That's a good question.
If a guy go down on you,
Is it mandatory that I give him head? No.
Okay, what if you go down on the guy?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm shady like that.
I see.
I'm shady like that.
Yeah, you are.
I got different criteria of what it means for me to be able to give, a guy head. Like,
Okay, what are these criteria?
Wait a minute. I ain't say I'm about to be putting all my shit out there like that.
Okay.
But I do think it's different, it's different criteria. I don't, I fall in that category with black girls. We just don't go around giving head. Like, it needs to be more of a, established relationship.
But y'all expect dudes just to go.
Yeah, because y'all, dick is free. Dick is cheap. It is. Sorry. Oh, Nero.
So dick is cheap, but
dick is cheap.
But y'all expect dudes just to be giving up that.
Yes.
When y'all got more things going down.
Absolutely.
And that self-cleaning.
Yeah, I mean, I do a good job.
Apparatus.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Yeah, but in a committed long-term relationship, I absolutely do.
All right, so let's talk about this.
But in not a committed, like, so if we just meeting, casual. No, it depends how I'm feeling that day. If I'm in my Scorpio energy, you might get lucky. But if I'm not in my Scorpio energy, if I'm in my Aquarius energy, I'm gonna sit back and relax and come and leave. So it just depends what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But in a committed relationship, I do believe it should be. In a committed relationship, yes. Not a committed, you get how you live. First one to the end win.
Hey. But that's the thing. Like, Gabrielle Union's in a marriage with this dude. Yes. So, I would expect there's some reciprocity. You ain't about to get me a reciprocity. That's going on regardless of she licking his booty. Yeah. He licking her.
And then also I think you want to go all out.
Yeah.
So not only are you going to do it, so if I do it, you do it. I want you to meet me at the same level. Because there's levels to this game, right? Yeah, so I don't want you just to, I don't want, if I'm going in my finest superhead, moment, right?
Yeah.
Pinky, I'm channeling her. I done studied her. I've learned her.
Yeah.
And then you come and, I don't know, play. That ain't the same either.
Well, the same way.
And we're talking about head, but I think this is anything sexual. Yeah. So I think if we even talk about foreplay. So if I'm coming at you with foreplay, I need you to come right back at the foreplay.
Yeah.
So that's not even like to the point where you're having physical sex, but it's just that engagement. I expect that to be matched in my partner too. So committed relationship, absolutely. If you ain't in a committed relationship, because I think that's another problem.
It's fair game.
A lot of y'all bruh, cousins be giving these Negroes, negresses, all.
And he giving you limp
a quarter. He giving you, what's it called? He got limp balls on his dick. He ain't even snatch them off for you.
Jesus. The same way. These fellas going all out and sister giving your ass lazy head, sister bruh giving your ass lazy head. It's a problem.
If she watching TV, she ain't into it.
If you watching Scandal and you know the plot while that person giving you head, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's what I want just to have that conversation about. But also, I want them. They need to get off Gabby and Dwayne Wade about that booty. It's all right. She didn't confirm or deny, but I will channel her to say if you're doing what you're supposed to do, things happen.
Yeah.
Get over it. You got anything else about sexual?
No. Yeah. She licked the balls. Yeah. She messed around and licked the booty hole.
What's that area called between
the gooch?
What is it?
The gooch.
The gooch.
Yeah. The guy coochie.
Is that a sensitive part?
It is.
New tricks, ladies. All right, what else we got?
Well, this also goes into the same thing as practicing empathy in the dating world. And so I was looking at this article on Psychology Today, and it was talking about, the happiness and the state of mind when it comes to relationship, and also this thing of practicing empathy in relationships. So, they said that empathy is just a word that's often, used but rarely practiced, especially in the dating world. And empathy is defined as the ability to understand and share feelings of another individual. So as humans, we put our feelings, emotions, thoughts, and physical needs first because that's, very instinctual of us when it comes to practicing or emulating the survival of the fittest. But we also must look outside of ourselves. So during this article, they made like 3 or 4 points about empathy and how, we can just be better at it. So one of them was rejection, and how they mention this is like, rejection has this negative connotation of, where you're rejecting someone, you can be just like, no, get away. But when you reject someone or you're just not having, like feeling someone, you can just kindly say like, no, thank you, versus, going in and like, I don't like you, fuck you, go all, and blah, blah, blah. Or, making these, excuses and lies and, things of that sort.
Yeah. I think that's important to know and highlight, because I think it's maybe not our age range, but maybe the little kids younger, like they make it a thing now, like to embarrass people.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's as hot. Like, not saying that folks in our generation didn't do it, but I think it was done with a little bit more discretion.
Well,
like, I even think back to like high school or undergrad. Like, if someone wasn't feeling you, I can count on my hands the number of times people really put folks on blast. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, really just being like, fuck this. No. Like, for the most part, I seen people, they be like, no. Like,
I'm straight. I got someone.
But something happened in like 2007 and 9, and the kids went savage. I told you when we was at Belle Isle, shout out to Detroit folks. Maybe this was before. Maybe this was like high school or so. I don't know. And you go around the circle in the Belle Isle, and like some guys was talking to this girl, wasn't my friend, but this other girl. And when a guy holler at me, or even if I'm near him, I try to really be respectful. Like I try to engage, like and let it down easy, right? Because I don't. Right? Because where I come from, I know how niggas act. They ticky, they got mama issues. I look like his mama. It's a lot, right? So he was trying to push up on it. And mind you, he wasn't disrespectful, right? Loud, yes. Disrespectful, no. So, hey, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Little cat calling, but nothing. He wasn't crossing the line. He wasn't doing New York cat calling. But she went off and was like, fuck you, nigga, blah, blah, blah. And to the point where I was like, hey, bitch, we on the aisle. We ain't about this life. Do you know what this nigga did?
Threw some yak in her eye.
He threw some Hennessy on her face. And I said, God damn it. I said, and mind you, I ain't with this crew. You know how you with a crew, but you're connected to the crew.
Yeah,
I looked at my girl. I said, girl, it's time to go.
It's time to
give her a napkin. And she like, oh, no. I said, honey, you better get this fucking. I'm from Detroit where niggas throw cigarettes on you. I just don't have time. I don't have time to engage in this type of behavior because you might go to jail. But I think that just goes to this like, shit, when do we get this? Ain't black love. When did rejection become such a display?
And that's what it is.
Like, she ain't had to cuss him out like that. He ain't had to throw Hennessy. Like, what the fuck? How did we go from 0 to 100? We didn't even know. Y'all didn't even know each other 3 seconds ago. But y'all on these streets fighting like y'all got 3 kids and a mortgage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of passion you get with somebody who done cheated on you with your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Done caught the clamp. Like, that's how they were going back and forth. Over just a hey honey and whatever. So I do think that's something said to that. And I noticed a change as we got, I don't know if it's just because we got older and niggas got bolder, got that internet juice in them.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but I remember seeing that clear as day. So and that solidified in my head that, okay. Like even to this day, I am Niram girl. And Niram know when to go out. Dudes will say something to me and I'll be engaging and all that. I'm like, well, all right, I gotta go to my man. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And sometimes dudes be like, whoa, what happened there? But it ain't the point where he ain't about to throw no Hennessy in my face. Shit. We don't need to go there.
True.
Especially in areas where niggas is drinking. I don't play that. Okay, I take it. I don't play niggas drinking, spiders, and weather. I don't. Neil, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think I do that or?
Yes, you do that. I think you're the queen of rejection and letting them down with some empathy and compassion, and then people can still have their ego.
Because I always give them compliments.
Yeah, but I also think that comes from like being in Detroit because I've seen niggas get shot and killed over some shit, over some ego shit. So you just be trying to be like, my bad, I'm sorry. Look, I'm showing you the utmost respect.
I don't have time.
I'm sorry, but I can't do this.
I can't do this.
Yes,
but I even think, how would you like to be feel? Like, so have you ever been rejected disrespectfully and rejected with empathy? What does that look like?
Oh. When you are rejected and being disrespectful, you just want to lash out like, oh, well, fuck you then, bitch. You ain't all that shit. You ain't all that. You start trying to find all that with the motherfucking track showing.
Look at that.
Your fucking lace. I can see your lace on your eyebrows.
You know my favorite word, booger wooger.
You know,
look at booger wooger.
But you know, if it's...
a snag a tooth line.
But when it's with empathy, you just be like, oh, okay. And you be like, damn.
When has someone ever did it to you good to be like, oh, wait, I think I just got let down, but I'm cool with it.
It's been a few times being at the club, you know, and undergrad.
Not my Nero.
They let me down. Like, you know, I'm sorry, bro, but you know, I'm out here with my girls. I'm just not really trying to feel it. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
And then you have ones like, go on somewhere, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This how we acting?
Yes.
You know, I haven't thrown no yak on nobody, but I want to. Yeah. I be wanting to.
He threw a whole cup, and you know how niggas love.
Yeah. And you know that shit burn.
Oh, I seen it in her eyes. Her eyes were red. I think she had contacts.
Oh,
I said, sis, take them, contacts out. I'm trying to think, have I ever been rejected? Mm-hmm. I mean, of course I've been rejected.
Oh, but I'm about to say you got it like that.
No, I'm trying to think of a time. The thing is, when it comes to relationships, I'm always for the long game. So I'm never the girl that's going in it like. I've never been the girl to go to a dude and be like, you the one.
Yeah.
If anything, even if in my heart I'm like, oh, he gonna be the one in my heart, honey. Like I always play, you know, a little bit hard to get, a little bit more coy. But the worst I can think of is like, you know, we'll be dancing in a circle. And something happened. And like a guy, he was like, well, I'm okay. I was like, well, shit, I'm okay too, bitch. Like, But then the shady part was then when his friends came and then now he back over. I said, hold on, bitch. I thought you said you
No, you don't want it.
Yeah, I think I said something shady. And I was like, because we was all doing something after. And, you know, I think, again, it's them undergrad days. I think I was at U of M. U of M is another one that breed niggas who think they.
Because it's the Harvard of the Midwest. Or some would say that Harvard is the U of M of the New England.
Yeah, so if a lot of them niggas from University of Michigan be thinking they graduate from Howard. Shout out to Howard, HU. How was homecoming, y'all? And somehow, like, you know, it wasn't a blatant this, but it was like, oh, I'm doing this, and that. And then, you know, it was like almost, it was like almost on social capital, right? Mm-hmm. So, of course, I want a familiar face because I ain't go to that school, right? So, I ain't go to University of Michigan, right? So, I was down there chilling with some folk, right? Some Greek folks and folks saying, you know, for the folks out there, even though I think folks email, like, I'm not one of those people who be out like that with my, like, people discover I'm in my organization by, like, be like, oh, I didn't know you was in an organization. I'm like, I know because I make it don't make me, right? So it was one of those things where I guess they thought I was a GDI, right? And I rolled up.
Goddamn individual for those who don't know that.
Whatever. And then I rolled up and kind of seen the crew I was with. Oh, now you trying to Mike Jones me.
Oh, back then.
You didn't want me.
Now I'm hot.
And now you.
All on me.
And so I had my Hennessy moment. But I ain't throw no Hennessy on him. I was like, but you can't roll. Because then he gonna try to come to my campus and want to roll up on me.
What you say? Nah, bro, you can't hang with the K's.
What you say? And then I'm guiding him. I said, would y'all like to escort you out? What's Forrest Gump? Seat taken.
So in other words, Nine Hubby was like, nah, bro, you can't roll with the K's.
But that was rude. That was like the Hennessy. I shouldn't have been that petty. But I was like, oh, nigga, you ain't want to. And mind you, I wasn't trying to find love on the dance floor. Like, and then I was like, I wasn't even dancing with you, nigga. Like, it was one of the moments like, it's nowhere to move in this house. And if you were a gentleman, you'll get out the way. Yeah. Okay, what's the next one? You better making me flashback to these undergrad stories. I'm telling you, summer 2005 though. Jesus.
No, nigga, you can't roll with the case.
Jesus, summer 2005 was one to go into history books. What was your summer to go into history books?
Summer 2005, I was at the Black College.
Oh.
It was lit there.
Oh my God, summer 2005, honey. We just need to have an episode entitled it Summer 2005.
Yeah.
Ciao.
So the next one is the interim state. So it says like, on the romance merry-go-round, people keep each other, in their lives to find the next best thing. People keep, people at arm's length stay, at the state ambiguity. I can't even get on ambiguous.
I can say that.
Yeah. Oh. But can you say reciprocity though?
Reciprocity.
Oh, exactly.
Damn.
Can be harmful. So, many people will choose to allow this to happen because they're afraid of, being alone, or they may realize that this person is okay for the time being, but not someone to keep in their life for the long run. So
Lord.
They were just saying like, as humans, we must be happy with being comfortable alone.
Yes.
Before we choose to enter the dating world. Not only that, that can lead to someone being hurt, but also lead to yourself being hurt if you're not willing to be alone in your own time, as well as like wasting time and things of that sort.
Yeah, you should be your own best friend.
And, one of the things that just saying is like, if you feel like you're leading somebody on, or you have like this limbo state of mind, and you can't verbalize your feelings for that person, just let them down gently and move on.
So if you only call them when the lights aren't on, this is a hint. This is the person you call only when it's dark outside. Mm-hmm. You only take them to the movies. You only take them to places that other people can't see them.
Yeah.
And I think that's also the stage you really got to focus on yourself. Exactly. So I know I've been getting down on the Scorpios a lot this episode. I'm just teasing it because I know we're going to Scorpio episode. But I think the Scorpios are very good at this. So if you can't be happy by yourself alone, you can't be happy with nobody else.
Right.
The thing I like to say, sometimes if you notice yourself being entertained alone, and then when you go out with a group of people, you're lonely, it's something you got to examine. That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the next one?
The next one is ghosting.
This white people done took our word.
Yeah. This was in Psychology Today.
That's what I said. What the white people done did?
They didn't put ghosting in, and they didn't
took something else, honey.
They didn't put that shit in what is it called? Webster's Dictionary.
Took it.
So everybody know what the ghosting is. It's defined as the practice of ending a relationship with someone by suddenly or without explanation withdrawing all communications. And they were saying like when the individual refused to return text messages to phone calls or never hear from them again, this leads for like this thought of like it's just not complete for people. So, as adults, we just need to take responsibility for our thoughts and feelings, and we owe it to ourselves and others to be responsible and show empathy towards that individual. So if you're not feeling that person, don't ghost their ass. At least
I don't know if I co-sign that.
No.
Go ahead.
You feel like you're a ghosting type of nigga? Yeah.
Yep.
Now you'll be a ghosting type of nigga.
I feel the opposite. I feel like the older I get,
until somebody ghosts your ass.
They can fucking ghost me all they want, honey. We ghosting each other.
Okay.
Casper. Okay?
Now she poltergeist.
I'm poltergeist. You Casper.
So what are your thoughts on ghosting?
Actually, the older I get, I think it just get a bad rep because white people have taken over. But I don't think you owe anybody explanation for shit.
So you've been dating
the
somebody.
The older I get, I don't owe anyone an explanation for nothing I do except the Lord.
So you done been with somebody for 6-7 months.
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I'm not saying what do you do? So what is this person saying? You call them and be like, I don't fuck with you. Bye. That's not empathetic.
But I don't think ghosting is empathetic either. Like, why can't it just be a grown up conversation and say what you mean and mean what you say? Hey, Johnny, this ain't going the way I thought it was.
I mean,
it was cool.
That's nice in practice. Have you ever had a cordial breakup like that?
Yeah.
When?
2004.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened?
We broke up.
How?
I told her, like, look, I'm going to college. You going to be here. And
that's shady.
You going to be here. And
why you going to college? Like you going on the big deluxe apartment in the sky and you just going to be here, honey.
You going to be here.
In the streets in the 313.
And we can be friends, but I don't think, a long distance relationship was going to work.
Uh-huh.
She said, okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm just coming from a woman's perspective. So I agree, Niram. You should owe people the explanation. I think I'm more thinking about the crazies. Okay. To the crazies, you can't be nice. You can't give them this luxury because you give an inch, you take a mile. Mm. So when I'm scared, sometimes maybe I want to ghost after the empathy there. So have that conversation, then I'm ghost. Like then you need to delete contacts, block. So maybe I'm not thinking of it in the correct term. So what's the term I want to do? So I'll tell you it ain't working and we over. But then we losing contact. We ain't friends on no social media.
But that ain't ghosting, baby.
That is ghosting. No. Because a lot of folks will break up. So when you broke up with this young lady, did y'all talk ever again? Yes.
Once in a while.
See, no. You have to cut the umbilical cord.
Once in a while. And it was like rarely infrequently.
But it doesn't matter. Because that's how you spin back into the cycle. But when I break up with someone, I believe in ghosting them. Like, we don't exist.
But that's not ghosting. I don't know what that term is.
What is
But ghosting is like, y'all good today, and then tomorrow they just don't hear from your ass ever again.
I mean, what's the difference after we just had this cordial breakup? Oh, my God. Well, maybe I need to redefine the term. But I believe after you said we ain't together no more, you need to ghost them. Mm-hmm. It took years for my exes to find me.
Yeah.
To the point where they'll see my parents before they see me, and they'll ask my parents, like, is Sherman, is Nyambi, like, we're around?
I hear you. But what this all goes down to is that, you know.
Did you say you hear me? You blowing me off.
I hear you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, yeah. What this goes down to is, like, showing that empathy, and, like, by leaving, like, these acts of lack of empathy on people, you're leaving someone broken. You're leaving somebody to pick up the pieces for a fucked up relationship or fucked up things that you did in the past. Yeah. And now you didn't turn the good girl bad.
That's like Nia say, who hurt you? So
yeah.
That's what.
And that's the thing. Like you kill the chance of that person finding like trust or, you know, dealing with rejection, all that stuff. Yeah. So, you know, as we move on in life, we got to be able to mean what we say and say what we mean and show a little empathy. Yeah. You know, at least have the feeling of how would you like someone else to reject you or let you down?
How would you like someone to dump you?
Nicely. Maybe with some candy or something. I don't know.
Oh, Lord. Me, I want it quick like a Band-Aid. Mm-hmm. I'm done. Like, I don't even want a big old sit down. I want to almost come in and slap me in the face with it.
So you just want a text message?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know how to handle things now.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Try it if you want.
Well, that was a good episode, y'all. What y'all think?
It was.
You going to close us out?
Of course. To submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's Black Love Matters with no K. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, you can do that on our blog, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media. We can be found at Black Love Matters, okay? Or you can leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember,
love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.